Hi everybody, my name is Angela Cleary. I'm a life coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. Today I want to talk about how life is not a competition. We are all equals. There is no one person superior than the other. It doesn't matter what you do, where you come from, or what job you do. No one has the right to feel superior or look down on others. No matter, when we climb a ladder in business or in life, it is our job to help others up. A quote I love is, if you're lucky enough to do well, it's your responsibility to send the elevator back down. Now, this is so important. A lot of people, when they climb that ladder, they start to feel superior than other people. And they start to look down on the people that they were once working with. For example, when I was working in a factory, I worked my way up to supervisor from general operative. But what I knew in my heart was that I was always going to be a general operative at heart. So when I actually became supervisor, I used to call myself an inside man or a spy for the people, because my job, from going from the bottom to the top, was to make the workers' lives better. Because you have to remember, you were once at the bottom of that ladder too. So when you get to the top of the ladder, don't shit on the people below you, because you were once those people. And you bring those people with you and you help them grow. And I gained such respect as a supervisor because I helped my workers. I made the environment for my workers better because I knew what the environment was like. And how, the way I saw it was, a happy worker is a better worker, because I was that worker. Whereas, I saw another person become supervisor. He came from general operative as well. And I was so delighted. I was like, he's such a nice guy. This would be brilliant. Another one of us, reaching the ladder. And he started to treat people like shit. He started to speak to people like they were the shit on his shoe, and started to speak to them like dogs. Come on, you know what I mean? That is not right. It's not right to treat any human being like that. But when you were once a general operative, or this is just an example, and you reach the top of that ladder, your job is to help the environment for the workers, because you were once there too. You have to remember that, climbing that ladder doesn't make you superior. It makes you in a position where you can help people that you were once like. We are all the same. We are all equal. And we have to learn that life is not a competition. We're not in this. We're not racing against each other. We're not, we shouldn't shit on people to get our way. We shouldn't walk on people or push people out of the way to get what we want. We need to support each other. And that's the thing, we don't support, people don't support each other. They're in such a rush to get to the top. They forget and leave behind everyone else. But the whole point of getting up that mountain is to find an easier route for other people to get up as well. And that's the thing, you work so hard. You know what it's like to build yourself up and up and up. And a lot of people do that as well. It's they have the secrets to get up the mountain, even if they struggled up that mountain, but they don't tell the people down at the bottom the secrets. What the fuck is with that? What the fuck? If you can make somebody else's life easier, isn't that what the world is all about? That's what life should be all about. Helping others is so important. And we really have to stop feeling like we're in competition with everyone else. And I remember this from years ago as well, girls especially. When I was growing up, I didn't have many female friends. And we all thought, if you saw a girl, the girl friends I did have, I appreciated so much because they were like me. And we always, there was this bitchiness amongst women before. And, you'd meet a woman for the first time, you're like, I'm not going to like her. And she'd say the same thing because of her history. We all presuming that women were bitches. And therefore, there would this be energy of bitchiness. And therefore, we would clash. And, in actual fact, you could be the exact same, and you probably would have gotten on so well if you hadn't this learned behaviour. And now I find women, my new soul sisterhood, are the best support group because I see things differently. And to see women supporting each other, especially now, is so amazing. But we have to understand this. We have to understand that our job is to climb that ladder, climb that mountain, and make other people's lives, throw the rope back down. Do you know what I mean? Another quote I wrote for you down now again. Never look down on anyone unless you are helping them up, and that's a fact. No one, you have no right to feel superior to somebody because we all came from the same place. We all came from the bottom of that mountain, and no matter how hard it was for you to get up that mountain, share those secrets. And that's what I do. I've always been the helper. I live for helping other people. My job, my mission, my purpose is to help other people up that mountain and to try and make it easier for them than it was for me. And some people, they won't do the work. Like, when you help somebody up that mountain, you're throwing that rope down and you're helping to pull that person up. But a lot of the time, the person, you see, it's a two-way street. We're making it easier for other people to come up the mountain. But some people won't do the work. And some people will expect you to actually carry them up the mountain. This we can't do. And a lot of people will sit there in bitterness, looking at you at the top of the mountain going, why does she get this? Why does she get that? And when you have bitterness and jealousy in life, this pushes the top of the mountain away further. We need to help each other. That's the whole point. It's a team effort. It's a support. We help somebody up the mountain, but you need to help yourself up that mountain as well to make it easier for both of you. And sometimes it gets to a stage where you try so hard to help people up the mountain that you're falling back down that mountain. And you do have to just let them go. And it's not about, as I said, being superior or anything. It's about having to follow your own path. And this is what people need to understand as well. Stop sitting there feeling jealous that somebody got up that mountain. It's hard to get up the fucking mountain. I'm blue with bruises and blood and crawling up that mountain. My scraped knees from falling up and down and up and down. It's not easy to get up the mountain, but it could be easier for you to get up that mountain if you don't have that resentment and jealousy. And I find that with so many people. They have jealousy over other people's possessions or their relationships or other things. And it's if you're bitter and jealous about other people, then this actually drives your dreams further away from you. So we need to support each other. We need to support each other's successes and wins. As far as I'm concerned, right, if I win, I love it. But if somebody else wins, I fucking love it even more. I love to share in somebody else's happiness because I can feel their happiness. And it's just yay, we're all fucking winners. Do you know what I mean? I get such joy out of seeing others win as well as seeing myself win because Jesus, it's just, we should be here winning together. That's the whole point of this. We should all be supporting each other and, guiding each other up that mountain, sharing our experiences together to help make that journey easier for everyone else. And as I said before, it doesn't matter if you're a manager, a supervisor, or what kind of a job you have. It does not matter. No one has the right to feel superior than anyone else. We should not be looking down, people should not look down on others because they have reached higher ground. It's hard to get up that mountain, but Jesus, will you just help each other? That's the whole thing. We could all succeed more if there was no competition in the world. There was no war and there was no greed. And that's what it is. It's greed. You know what I mean? And a lot of people think, I don't know, the power, I don't know what they get when they get up there and they want to control other people. And I just hate that. Being a manager or a supervisor, you should be making the environment better for your workers. As I said, a happy worker is a better worker. I was once that worker and I remember, what the environment was like for me and I would have preferred better. So I made the environment better for my workers and I got such respect back. I ended up having such a nice kind of a family, a team, instead of me feeling I wasn't better than anyone. And that's the thing, my manager used to go over to people and they'd be there 15 or 20 years and my manager wouldn't have a clue how to do a job. And he would tell them how to do a job that they've been doing for 15 years. Whereas when I became supervisor, I turned around and I was like, look, you're here longer than I am. Will you show me how to do it so I know how to do it better? This is what we do. We we build a team together, and working as a team is so much more beneficial than trying to do it all on your own. And that's another thing. This is the problem I have, I think. Like, I've always been the helper, and I find it very hard to be the helpee. So I find it very hard to ask for help. And I think a lot of the time it's to do with trust. And I think we grow up in a world as well where we believe everything is a competition because we've been led to believe that we can't trust other people. And like, I've grown up very independent, but I've also grown up and I've been hurt a lot. I've had to walk away from a lot of people. I've attracted a lot of narcissists in my past. So I actually find it very hard to ask for help because I'm afraid of getting hurt. And I didn't even realize this till today properly, that I was like, I love my peace, I love my solitude, I love being alone. But in actual fact, whenever when somebody mentions, and it's happened a couple of times lately, they're like, human beings can't be alone, or animals can't be alone. They need people to feel love and to feel nurtured and all this kind of stuff. And I get triggered. I'm like, no, fuck you. I don't need anyone. And and as I said, I do love my peace, I love my solitude, but I realized today that what I was actually doing, I had myself in this protective bubble. And my fear of asking for help stemmed from the fact that I have fear of getting hurt. So, and I know that there's support out there. And I kept saying, oh no, I love my peace, I don't need to talk to anyone, I don't need to ask anyone into my bubble. But like, I was sending out this energetic vibe that, I didn't want anyone in my life. And that's the thing. Even though I'm so good alone, I remember back, and even as a teenager, and through breakups or through the hard times in my life, my friends were my biggest saviors. They were my biggest support system. And as well as that, like, I'm quirky, I'm crazy, and I have that crazy. But when I'm around friends, they're like I'm on drugs or something, because they bring out the craziest side of me, the happiest side of me. And now I realize, that's kind of the part of having a circle is what I miss. And asking for help is what I miss, because I can do it on my own, but it is actually so nice to have a warm support system. So we have to, and we have to unlearn the fact that we think everyone is out to do us. And I think that's my biggest fear, because of the relationships I've had and the narcissistic relationships I've had. I find it so hard to trust. Like, even if I get a phone call from a random number, it's like, that's a scam. And a lot of the time, sometimes it is a scam. But like, I ordered broadband the other day, and I got a couple of phone calls related to that. And even on the phone call, they said who they were. They said they were on the phone for the broadband. And I'm like, are they really? Are they a scammer, or are they really with broadband? And it's like, come on, Angela. Not everyone is out to do you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so, like, that was my problem with asking for support. Like, I'm a biggest supporter, and I would bring people with me. But I'm afraid to even, I think that's another thing. We believe life is competition because we have been hurt in the past, or because we have seen that people can be shitty and can, I suppose, knock you out of the way to try and get to their goals or their dreams, which isn't fair. And I know, but like, not everyone is like that. And that's what we have to start to learn, is that there is a wide community out there of people that we can trust and that we can rely on, or we can ask for support. And we have to unlearn the fact that not everyone is out to do us. Not everyone has an ulterior motive. And that there are good people in the world. I'm a good person. There are other people like me. So I instead of hiding in this protective bubble, whereas I thought I just liked my peace, I actually was hiding from the world. And now I'm learning how to ask for help more. And it's so nice. And I was in my community, in my course, I was doing a task for my homework, and I inadvertently said that I was afraid to ask for help, and I got offered the help then from such a nice person. Do you get me? So like, we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. We shouldn't be afraid to support each other. And we shouldn't be afraid to reach out to people. And that's the thing with my protective bubble. I was very, I was like, oh, I love my peace, I love my solitude, I'm not going to reach out. And I had to be reminded from a friend of mine, like, he was always the one to ring me. And I remember the second last time he rang me, he was like, look, I'm afraid I don't want to be ringing you and annoying your peace. And I was like, he was like, so you ring me next time. And I was like, geez, you're right, actually. And thank you for telling me that, because, you know, I realized friendship goes both ways. And because I think I was obviously my peace bubble, my protective bubble was one of the reasons. But the other reason was because I didn't want to be interrupting his space or his peace. Do you know, that kind of way? And I said, look, you're right, and thank you for telling me that. Friendship goes both ways. The next time I ring you, and you know, the next time I text him to see was he free, because I didn't want to be interrupting him. You know, that kind of way. That's the way we are, and well, that's the way I am. And he made me realize that, you know, I need to be more open. I need to reach out more. I need to kind of, you know, open my network more. Do you know, that kind of way, and reach out to community more. You know, like, I'm not lonely, but I love having friends. I love having a tribe. I love having a support network. But because of everything I've gone through the last couple of years, I've locked myself in this bubble. And I didn't even realize that until I decided to do this video. And I was just like, you know, I'm going to be doing a video on life not being a competition, that we're all equal and that we should support each other. And I'm like, but I don't ask for support. Do you know, and it goes both ways. Like, do you know, I can be the supporter, but I need to be able to ask for help and open my arms to receive it. That's the thing. Like, do you know, we've been hurt so much, or we've had such a distrusting mentality. We've grown up thinking life is competition. And that prevents us from reaching out, as well as, like, we might be the supporters, we might actually be the ones to help others, but we find it so hard sometimes to trust. And that's why we think life is competition, or we think everyone is out to do us, or we think everyone is going to try and knock us out of the way to reach up to those heights. And, you know, we do have to unlearn that kind of behavior as well. We have to learn that there is such a wide community of loving people out there. There is such a wide support network. Do you know, and just even if you have been hurt in the past, we have to learn to trust again. Do you know, and that's what it's all about. This, especially with Ascension and Spiritual Awakening, we have to learn how to be in community again. We have to learn how to, as I said, support each other again. Because it's this greed, this hate, this competition that leads to war. It leads to inequality. It leads to people thinking they're superior than others. And that's not fair. No one is superior than others. No one is inferior to others. We are all equal. We are all on this same path together. We're all trying to get to the same destination. Do you know, and like, we can all get there quicker if we just reach out and help each other. If we hold hands going up that mountain and fucking help each other up, it will be easier, and it's not lonely as well. Like, you know, I keep saying I'm not lonely, and I'm not lonely. I'm not, but I look back and remember what it was like to have a wide group, a good quality group of friends, and how I buzzed off them and how they helped me through hard times. Like, do you know, and I do miss that, you know, and I do want that again. Do you know, and I think we become so independent, or we become so used to doing things on our own, that we forget what it's like to have community. And it is because of the courses I'm doing that I realise that there are such like-minded, supportive people out there that I can reach out to for help as well. So I have a couple more quotes I want to read. I love quotes. I just love quotes. They're brilliant. Like, so life is better when you are happy, but life is best when other people are happy because of you. Be an inspiration. And that's it. Like, do you know, be that inspiration, be that guide, be that support for somebody else. And you know, that's the thing as well, like with me and my trust issues, like, do you know, we always, as I said before, we always think there's an ulterior motive. And I got access to a free course, and it was worth over $5,000. And I was like, this is a scam. This is a scam. This one texted me, and I was like, this is a scam. She rang me the next day, and I was like, this is a scam. This is a scam. And she offered me this free course. I was like, this is a scam. And then I Googled it, and I checked it out. I checked out the guide that she was on about and everything. I was like, okay, he doesn't look like a scam artist. So I like before I clicked on the link for the actual course because I was like, this is a scam, and it turns out it wasn't a scam. It's one of the best courses I've ever had, and it's got a great community, and that's where I found my support network. Do you know what I mean? But like, this is what we've learned because of our distrust. We think everyone is out to do us, and if they offer something for free or offer some help without an ulterior motive or without wanting something in return, we're like, this is a scam. They're going to hurt me. Do you know? So we do have to learn to open our hearts more. Do you know? And be the inspiration for others, and you know, share that joy. It's like, you know, when you get something like that, then pass that on to the next person, and bring them along with you. Be that inspiration. Show people that there is support there. Show people that you can ask for help. Inspire others to become better in themselves as well. And that's the thing, when you do get up that ladder, show others that they can get up that ladder too. Like, and that's what I keep trying to tell people as well. If I can change, if I can grow, if I can climb that mountain, so can you. You know, people say, I can't change, I can't do this, I can't do that. Show the people where you came from. Show them what you did to get to where you are. And inspire them to do that themselves. Show them that they can do it too. You know what I mean? Like, we can come from any kind of background. We can come from any kind of upbringing. We can come from any kind of, wherever we came from. Whether we came from a struggling family, a one-parent family, whatever place we came from, we can achieve anything we want to achieve. So when you do that, when you get to the top, don't turn around and go, ha ha, look what I did. No, turn around and say, come with me. Come with me. I can show you the way and I can make it easier for you. But if you're that person on the bottom of the mountain looking up going, how can she have that? Who gives her the right to be up there? We all have the right to come up that mountain. And we just come with me. Let me help you up. But don't expect me to carry you. I can't carry you up the mountain because I'll only fall back down. Meet me halfway. We will do this together. We will do this as a team. We can inspire and help each other as we grow. But you need to help me here. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, you can't expect me to run back down that mountain and carry you back up because I cannot walk up that mountain twice. I've done the hard work and it's fucking hard to get up here. And I'm not even at the top yet. I don't know where I'm at in the mountain, but it's hard to get up that fucking mountain. And I am trying to give people the easier way up. So please take that rope, will ya? And just come up with me. Do you know, don't stay down there and start feeling bitter that you can't change. Because you can change. Everyone can change. You just need to do that bit of work to get up the mountain as well. You can't fly up the mountain unless, well, there is ways of flying off the mountain, and I don't think there are very good ways. If you think that if you were born with a fucking spoon in your mouth and you think that you can get up the mountain by, I don't know, whatever, I'm not going into that part of things. But, you know, we all have to do the hard work to get up the mountain. But we always have to help each other as well. You know, guide each other, support each other. When we support each other, incredible things happen. And they do. Do you know? And your hand is an extension. I love this one. Your hand is an extension of your heart. Give it freely. Do you know? And we rise by lifting others. Do you know? That's the thing. We do. Like, if we help others, we help ourselves. You know, and as I said before, winning is for all of us. We're all fucking winners. If I win, yay. If you win, fucking yay. I just want everyone to fucking be happy. So come and be happy with me. Come up the fucking mountain. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, do you know what I mean? Like, stop feeling bitter that there's other people up there. Come with me up the fucking mountain. Do you know? And that's it. When you get up there, send the elevator back down, throw that rope down, bring the people with you. Don't ever think that we are unequal. Don't ever think you're superior. Remember where you came from. I will always be a general operative at heart. I was always a spy for the people. They were my fucking people. Do you know what I mean? Because I was one of those people. I am one of those people. We are all the exact same. We're all on the same path. And we all have to learn to encourage each other to get up that fucking mountain. Come on, people. We can do this. We're all on this spiritual awakening journey. We're all here for more. We're all here to reach our mission and our purpose. So let's help each other. Let's support each other. Let's love each other and guide each other and bring each other to that place. Do you know, and stop shitting on people. Stop seeing them as superior or inferior to you, because there's no one inferior. We're all the exact same. We're all fucking human. We're all souls living a human experience. We're all on the same ascension path. We're all here for the same divine mission, and that's to spread love and change humanity for the better. Get rid of this greed, get rid of this hate, and get rid of this fucking competition and war. We're here to spread love, peace, and equality. So it starts by helping others, but also asking for help. So that's the thing. I have to understand that too. I have to understand that I can ask for help as well. We need to start trusting each other more. And we have to stop fucking thinking that everyone is out to get us. That's one thing I have to unlearn myself. Do you know, not everyone is a narcissist. Unfortunately, there is a lot of them. But the more I grow, the more I attract in high vibrational energy. So I need to be afraid. I'm bursting that bubble. I'm not going to be in this bubble anymore. I'm going to spread my arms and I'm going to accept in love and guidance and help from others, because they are there. And they're there for you as well. We are all equal on this planet. We all deserve happiness. We all deserve to get to the top of the mountain. So let's get up that fucking mountain together. Let's achieve our dreams together. Let's inspire each other. Let's love and support each other. Let's do this together. So thank you so much for listening today. If this resonates, please like and share. And if you would like help on your journey, please ring me for a discovery call today. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you again.